Good morning, beautiful souls. So it's Suze from Crowfire Talk. I thought I would just come on and do a brief summary of the altar that I've been working with this week from the Monday the 30th of May till tomorrow. So it'll be the 6th of June that the new altar will set up. So we went from the new moon in Gemini, and I had the rainbow obsidian sphere on for that new moon, and then I changed a couple of days later and put the quartz flame on. You'll have to excuse the dog barking in the background. So we've had a few things happen this week. Mercury went direct on Friday, so that is good. And then Saturn went retrograde yesterday, so different energies going on. So, well, this was quite an interesting altar. So we had Othala and Kenaz, and then I on the Thursday the 2nd went into Wunyo. I started to change, so I went from Kenaz to Wunyo, and then into Wunyo on Friday, which was my inner half-month rune. I worked with Awaz Merkstave. I wasn't sure really what that was going to bring up for me, but actually some very, very interesting stuff happened this week, which I won't go into detail because it was personal stuff that went on. But the energies of the cards and everything that I had was really, really interesting because it just made sense. So at the beginning of the week, set up the altar, wasn't sort of sure what was going to go on with those energies. And then, some really interesting relationship stuff, which obviously Awaz is the partnership, not the same as Gibo, but the sort of the horse, the rider, that collaborative energy. And as I said, when I set up the altar and did the altar video, I felt like the ancestral energies were pretty strong. Obviously, we went into Athala, we had Athala going on. And it was partly part of seeing yourself as an ancestor, and are you putting out the best that you can be, so that people will look at your ancestry, your personal ancestry, and not think, oh, and that you that you are morally and ethically and trying to be the best ancestor you can be. And that was sort of the stuff that came up for me. It was very interesting, and the whole altar held those energies for me. We had the wolf, and there was a bit of teaching there, and there was some understanding coming through, and some understanding wrapped around some other people. So it really, really, really was an interesting altar this week. Very interesting energies. And I feel that I was held well, and that I managed to work with the energies in a way that was very constructive and moved me on. I feel that I've had quite a shift this week, and not too much turmoil with it. It wasn't one of those shifts that, it wasn't a Hagalaz, stormy sort of thing. It was a very gentle shift. And then when we were about to go back into Mercury direct, there was some energies that were a bit uncomfortable, because I always find the actual once the movement of the planet going direct or moving into retrograde, it's that energy that is quite hard, not so much when you're in the energy, although Mercury retrograde this time has been quite interesting for a lot of people on very different fronts, but very much I've few people around me have had some very interesting technical fun with Mercury retrograde. I haven't had the problem, and like I said, I even set up this YouTube channel during Mercury. Obviously having trouble with communicating now because I can't say my words. Mercury retrograde. Thursday going into Wunyo, or starting to bring in the energies of Wunyo, I do feel quite a bit lighter within myself, actually. And yesterday I noticed the shift on a on quite a psychological level, that I have shifted something that's been sitting there for a while, or a really good long while, actually. And I'm pretty sure it's shifted completely, but you know, these things are quite like an onion, aren't they? And we feel like, oh, we've done it, and then there's another layer to it. So we'll have to see about that. Did the lovely reading in the half space on Friday, and we were working with the god Hermod, and we did a really, really interesting spread. And I did ask the runes about this specific thing that I wanted to clear for good, and I did get very interesting runes. So I got Hagalaz, Northeast, and Isa in there. So, you know, the three runes go together. It was quite interesting. You know, they're the first, second, and the third of the second 8. So that was interesting. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this coming week and seeing what movement there'll be, because when you've had a little bit of a shift with an altar, you do notice that you either get very, very gentle altar next, which holds you in that energy as you're embracing it, and you know, I don't know what the word is. God, I think I've gone back into Mercury retrograde. I think I had better luck when I was in there. What is the word that I want? Integration. Yay. Yeah, so or it gives another shift just to make sure that the shift, or not another shift, it gives another push to make sure that the shift really moves on. So I'm quite looking forward. I'd love to actually set up the altar today and see what it is, but I do it on a Monday, so I'm not going to change that. And I know that today the energy still needs to be there, because I can feel that anyway. So I'm not going to do it till tomorrow morning. So I will be changing the altar tomorrow morning. I will do an altar run through tomorrow at maybe tomorrow, might be another day, but I will run through the altar that I set up. Yeah, so I think that's it. Just sort of say that the energies were great. I don't know whether any of you connected in with it and you got anything from it, or you know, it helped you with anything you were going through. So yeah, so just a little short summary of the altar from the 30th of May to the 6th of June. So love and blessings, everyone. Let's hopefully we have a great start to the week. And yeah, no, I mean, we've got Saturn has gone retrograde, so could be some very interesting energies happen with that. So that's quite a lot to look forward to. Yeah, so love and blessings. Take care. Have a lovely Sunday, and a great start to your week. Bye.